Good morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day it is in the neighborhood. I am so glad to be here. I am Yolanda Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. I tell you what, I want to welcome all our viewers, our listeners, Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok is finally here with us. Look, make sure you all like, share, comment, and subscribe. As a matter of fact, go over to our YouTube channel. This is the newest one, FYI Radio Show host, Yolanda Hinton. And you can always go to Crystal Records 1, CRIST, Records 1. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, follow, and we will follow you back. Again, what a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's July the 1st and it is Hump Day Wednesday. You all should be up, popping, and ready to go. We got a lot of folks and we will shout you out a little bit later. In the meantime, I wanted to introduce my special guest who's with us today, Dr. Hezekiah Brown. I tell you what, he has a lot of goodies for us. He is the author of Conflict Resolution. As a matter of fact, he's introducing a new program under Conflict Resolution, which is Train the Trainer program. And we are so excited to be able to hear from his own mouth some of the great things that's going on with this program. Good morning, Dr. Hez Brown.
Good morning, Lady Hinton. How are you? It's great to be here.
I am so excited. I'm happy. I'm feeling good. The weather out here is absolutely beautiful. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you and sharing the information with our viewers and our listeners. I want to read a little something in your bio to our viewers and listeners just to get a little familiar with you, and then we're going to go from there. Dr. Brown expertise extends beyond crime to encompass all forms of conflict. His diverse and multifaceted background equips him with a unique perspective that many lack. Central to his work are broad concepts of conflict resolution, which he applies to various aspects of human interaction and endeavors. Dr. Brown makes a compelling case that introducing conflict resolution education early in life can be significantly reduce a wide range of social issues. His books, written in clear and accessible language, are valuable resources for anyone seeking to understand and address conflict. Given the current prevalence of conflict and its profound impact on life and death situations, his writings are not just relevant but crucial for humanity's well-being. Again, good morning, Dr. Hez. It's good for you to be here. This is very important, and we want to go ahead and let you give your introduction to our audience.
Good morning to this beautiful audience. I see all of you. This is a great day, not only for you, it's a great day for me too, because sometimes you can have the best programs in the world, but if nobody know about it, it doesn't matter. So I just thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, because today we're not going to just talk about the problem. We're going to offer some solutions and some things that we could be doing in order to make this a better world, in order to make this a better community, in order to make this a better church, All these things here has to take place. And what's more significant is the fact that what we're going to talk about today is what people very, very seldom talk about. It's talking about how to resolve conflict. If you watch television, you turn on the radio, you read the newspaper, all they do is talk about or write about is the problem. And they don't offer any solutions. And so you have the whole world angry, have people angry at each other with no outgoing solutions. Today, we're going to try to change that in a sense, because this is why I decided to do this program, which I'll tell you about a little bit later, that has to do with train the trainer, because it's up to us to do something about it. We often wait on government to do it. We wait on the church to do it. We wait on somebody else to do it. But I'm going to give you a program today that you can do in your community that can help the community itself. All right. But here's some of the reason why we need to do this. A 14-year-old eighth grader at Prescott High School was shot and injured by a classmate. Texas church shooting leaves 2 churchgoers dead. 5 stabbed at New York Hanukkah celebration. A 16-year-old gunman killed 2 fellow students and wounded 3 others, seemingly at random, just after school began in a quiet suburb in Southern California. After shooting his classmates, the student turned the gun on himself. 5 people were killed in February in the shooting at a warehouse in Aurora, Illinois. 2 students were killed and 4 others were wounded after the gunman opened fire in an anthropology class at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. 2 dead in workplace violence, shooting at Winston-Salem Center. 417 mass shootings in 2019 alone. Across the country this year, according to media report, at least 11 shootings have taken place on American high school or college campuses. And just to go back a little bit to show you that this is how systemic this is. During the 2017-18 school year, an estimated 962,300 violent incidents and 4,776 non-violent incidents occurred in U.S. public schools nationwide. 71% of school reports having at least one violent incident, and 65% reported having at least one non-violent incident. A higher percentage of schools located in towns reported at least one incident of theft at school, 44% than did school located in cities, 36% in the suburbs, 32% in rural areas, and 29% in others. In contrast, a higher percentage of schools located in cities reported at least one incident of vandalism, 40%, than did schools located in suburbs, 33% towns and rural areas. Again, these are statistics from 2017-18 school year, and it has gotten worse since then. During the 2017-18 school year, there were an estimated 3,600 incidents nationwide involving the possession of a firearm or explosive device at school. A high percentage of middle school reported that student bullying occurred at schools at least once a week. 28% than did high schools, 16% of primary schools, 9%. Also, higher percentage of middle and high school reported that cyberbullying occurred at schools or away from school at least once a week, 33 and 30% respectively, than did primary schools, 5%. Some 35% of disciplinary action taken by schools in response to student involvement in the use or possession of a weapon other than a firearm or explosive device involved in out-of-school suspension, lasting 5 or more days. 14% involved the transfer of students to specialized schools, and 5% involved the removal of students with no continuing service for at least the remainder of the school year. Lower percentage of schools located in towns, 38%, and rural areas, 34%, reported having a threat assessment team during the 2017-18 school year that did schools located in cities.
Yeah.
Of the written plans that schools may have to address various crisis scenarios, the ones community reported were for natural disasters, 94% active. Listen to this: 94% active shooters, 92%, and bomb threats of incidents, 91%. And matter of
Yes.
fact, I'm almost there. Violence, bullying, and conflict seem to be a way of life in our schools. Our children seem to lack the social skills needed to handle and manage these issues. Let's look at bullying. For example, a pervasive issue in our schools. Recent statistics around bullying are frightening. 8% of students miss one day of school per month. 43% fear harassment in school bathroom. 80% of the time, arguments with a bully result in physical altercations. 30% of students heard another student threaten to kill somebody. 20% of students know of other students who bring guns to school. Every 7 minutes, a child is bullied, increasing violence on school ground. 282,000 students are physically attacked in school each month. Most of the violence occur on school grounds. So I just wanted to point out the severeness of this thing that we just sometimes ignore, or say, let the police do it, or let somebody else do it, let the FBI do it. I'm saying to you, this is something that now that we must do, because whatever they're doing, it is not working. And there are so many times when we say, well, where's the parent? And you know what happened when you say, where's the parent? The parents are bad because they never had any training. They never had anybody say, what do? You have a problem. And the schools, what they do is when something go bad, they say, let's go get the parents. And the parent come in dazzled and dazed because they know what's going on, because they do the same thing at home as they do at school.
Yes.
So that's why it's significant to me that this be a drive on to help not solve the problem, but just address the problem. And that is to have conflict resolution as part of the school curriculum.
Absolutely.
When I was going to school, they said, well, okay, go bring the parent and let's talk to them about it. They didn't know what to do. So our kids have to learn what to do together in order to resolve conflict. So I think it should be part of the school curriculum. And I'll be fighting until I die to see if we can get this where young people understand the significance of resolving disputes. This happened today. It don't have to happen tomorrow. I'm sorry I took so long to open it up, but I wanted to lay it out there how severe this is. And that's just a small segment of what is taking place in our country and our communities.
Absolutely, so much. This is so needed, so timely, and we see it everywhere. Social media, no matter where we go, to church, to schools, or whatever, we have an environment that tells us that there has to be something that can help us calm the sea, to calm our frustrations and our hostility. And I'm really thankful for this program, Train the Trainer. We're going to talk about it in a minute. I need 30 seconds. I need to give you a little message off of the air, but I'm going to just take 30 seconds and just give you this message. Let me hold on, you all. I will be right back. Okay, we are back. I am host Yolanda Hinton, FYI Morning Show Live. I was pausing to give Dr. Hezekiah Brown a message, but it muted your feed. John Moore, I believe that's his last name, Moye, is trying to plug in, but he's plugging in, and I can't put him on the feed yet until I'm there. He is, but there is a little bit of problem of pulling him in. We can see certain things that are in the background. I'm trying to get him in here, um, but maybe you can send him a message to make sure that he uh, is, those things are taken care of. I can't put him on the feed uh, as this in this moment. You can send him a text and ask him to please make sure he is, uh, you know, where I can pull him in. In the meantime, again, I want to say thank you so much for being on. We can't wait to hear the information about Train the Trainer program. We're living in a time where it is absolutely necessary that we learn how to solve our problems, our conflicts, and do it with tools, skills, do it diplomatic, and make sure, we are not creating a world where people are going to fear, just going out of their door. We want to make sure people understand, why conflicts take place, what they can do about it, tools to help you handle situations. Because the more we live, and the more and more we hear things that are going on, it seems like the more things begin to go out of control. And so, Dr. Hez, we want to give you the floor. First of all, let's talk about the mission and the purpose of this training.
I think it is something that I wish we could spread in every community. I wish we could spread it in every church. I wish we could spread it everywhere. I think it would save a lot of lives. It would make life more peaceful. Because the thing that bothers me every time I hear this, when I hear someone say, well, I haven't spoke to my mother, my father, my sister, my brother in 20 years. All right. They don't know how to get back together. They still angry for 20 years. They don't understand that when this happens every time you see that person, it doesn't affect them as much as it affects you. When you're angry at someone else, they don't know. They don't always know it. But people do not have a platform to come back together, to sit down. And there are so many people sitting out there who wish to have, I've just lost my best friend and I don't know how to get back. We give you skills on how to get back with that friend that you want to get back with, and you don't know how to do it. So what I'm saying is this, is that some of these conflicts are so small and so insignificant that people are involved in the workplace, or I said all over. We have to find a solution to how to address this. So God gave me this. I didn't do this on my own, I believe, because there has to be some way that I say that the only one can save us is us.
Yes, yes.
So how do we save each other? We save each other by developing a program that we can use nationwide at very little cost. So this is the program, and I'm going to read it and try to read it slow because I want you to understand what it really means. The title of the program is Conflict Resolution, and it's a Train the Trainer program where we will train people how to do this in segments of 25 to 30 people, and then they can go out into their community, in their church, in their school district, and train others. Now, is it the panacea that's going to solve every problem? No. But is this doing something? So I'm just read this. We live in a world that is full of conflict and anger, too often leads to physical and emotional harm. Yet not enough is being done to address these issues effectively.
Yes.
For example, unresolved disagreements may arise in families, schools, workplace, neighborhoods, and faith-based or community organizations. When these conflicts are not addressed in a respectful and constructive way, they can damage relationships, increase stress, create fear, and sometimes escalate into verbal abuse, intimidation, or physical confrontation. Therefore, Hez Brown and Associates has developed a train the trainer program to address this phenomenon that is destroying individuals and communities. Training the trainer is an instructional model in which a master trainer or subject matter expert teaches individuals, then return to their team of other communities to teach what they have learned, creating a sustainable and scalable knowledge transfer system. Incidentally, this would be a volunteer program. Here's what people will learn in the Train the Trainer program: the importance of negotiations. Many people don't have a clue of what negotiate, and I believe that everything can be negotiated. When you learn negotiating skills, and you go into the store, you go to buy something, you have your negotiating skills. You know how to negotiate with the people. Everything is negotiable. You have to learn mediation skills, how to talk to other people, how to be a third party involved in things. We have to learn what arbitration is. I guarantee you right now, a lot of people don't know that almost everything that you purchase now, from a car to a home or appliance, if you read the contract that you sign, not knowing you signed it because you're excited about buying it, there's an arbitration clause. You cannot even take it to court because you signed something saying if there's a dispute, it will go to arbitration. You don't know the arbitrator, you don't know anything. But we were kind of in this program explain what that's all about. But that's so important that you know the importance of negotiation, mediation, arbitration. There's another one called fact finding. That's one way to resolve disputes. We want you to learn how to address these things, because one of the most significant things that happen to most of us is we don't know how to manage anger.
Yes.
In many cases, we don't do nothing until we get angry. The quietest person in the world all of a sudden decide to do something when they get angry. We have to learn how to monitor. We have to learn how to gauge ourselves and learn how, even when we get angry, what do you do? And I tell young people all the time, when you get angry, one of the things that shows strength is walking away.
Yes.
It is not fighting each other. It is not hitting each other. It is not shooting each other. If you walk away, that shows a sign of strength. That shows a strong person if you're able to walk away from a dispute. We have to learn that it's nothing wrong with apologizing. If you know you did something wrong, there's nothing wrong with finding a way to do it and apologize to the person, and a serious apology. I don't mean one of those apologies over. I don't mean that. Sir, I want to talk to you. I want to talk about what happened with us.
Yes.
I want to apologize. I may have said something wrong. I could have done something wrong. Or maybe you misread it. Maybe it was a bad day for me, but I want to apologize for what I did wrong. That goes a long ways, all right? And we got to look at the whole question of forgiveness. There's one race of people that will say all the time, you do me wrong one time, that's it. I'll never forgive you. Folks, that's the worst thing in the world you can do, is to say that you never forgive somebody. If you don't learn to forgive somebody, a lot of marriages are separated because of that. Did you know that 51% of the people that get married in today's world will be divorced? 51% that get married today Friday will be in divorce because they can't resolve simple humanistic problems.
Yes.
And forgiveness is hard to do in your heart. Forgive somebody for something that they did wrong, or even your perception could be off too.
Yes.
Your perception that someone did you wrong might not necessarily be true. It might be the real truth. The other thing is compassion. When I say compassion, I'm talking about when you know somebody, you know something is wrong, and you know that what you do is not just going to affect them, it's going to affect others. I truly believe that if young people knew that once they kill one of the gang members, that it just doesn't be, it's just not them that they kill, it affects the entire family. It affects your family, the one that does the killing. It affects the one that's affected by what happened. So if a person had compassion and they understood that this is wrong to do, and that if I hurt this person, I'm going to hurt someone else, that might not going to, it's not going to eradicate the problem, but it might start people to thinking a little bit more about before they do things. And the other one is that many young people get hung up on, and a lot of old people get hung up on it, and that the willingness to apologize.
Yes.
I did something wrong to somebody. What is wrong with saying I apologize for it? Other people say, "Oh, I did wrong, but I won't apologize." That shows a sign of weakness when you apologize. And again, it shows a sign of strength when you apologize. And sometimes when you apologize, I have done things with people that they did me wrong, absolutely wrong. And I went back and apologized to them, and they looked at me like I was crazy. But it was a process to get the discussion going again. And when you finish with the person, they will realize that, hey, wait a minute,
Yes.
it wasn't you, it was me.
Yes.
You have to settle down. Now, if you're going to be a problem solver, you got to find the correct setting for it. You cannot sit down around the table with someone, with a group of people at the next table listening to what you got to say. You have to have a place that's conducive to problem solving. Have a table where it's just you and that person involved, or a third party. And the other thing about mediation, folks, it doesn't have to be a trained mediator that do this. If you're involved in something among friends, and you got a friend who can sit down with the two of you or the three of you or whatever, and help listen to what the problem is and help you solve a problem, that's another way. It's non-costly. It's another way to solve problems. You don't have to walk around with this anger involved in you all the time,
Yes.
because when you're angry at someone, it affects you more than it affects them, because they probably have forgotten about it. So
Absolutely.
it is so many small things that doesn't cost any money to do. It just costs time and common sense to address these problems. So I want to say this, unless you have a question that you want to raise, because I want to go into another segment in the how to.
Yes. We have on, I believe, on. Are there any questions? I want to encourage our audience in the chat to put any questions in the chat for us, for Dr. Brown. And if you hear something and you want a little bit more understanding of it, he'll be more than glad to expound a little bit further on it. But so far, we are just excited that you are covering things that we really need in this day and time. And so if our guests that are on with us would like to ask the question, here's the floor. It's your time. And Dr. Brown, you can go ahead and continue uh, to talk with our friends, our viewers. And I do have a question um, about the environment that we live into and why this program is so needful. I was wondering if you thought about COVID and our political environment. Does those things have anything to do with how things are going in our communities? And what do you feel is the reason for the hostility?
Well, the hostility has always been there, but it was somewhat, covered up because people were afraid to speak out. But because of certain leaderships that take place now in the world today, people say, I can say anything I want to, I can do anything I want to do, and nothing is going to happen to me. Now, let me just go back into and one thing that I had really slipped my mind in terms of this training program. It has three aspects of it, okay, other than just teaching folks. Number one, if you remember during COVID, at the end of COVID, there were anywhere more millionaires and billionaires this country ever had before. Because of this crisis that we were in with COVID, people were able to be creative and do things to make money. Now, I'm not suggesting that's what we do with this program, but I'm just saying to you that the second thing is there are a lot of professional people, a lot of good people who don't have anything to do. They're retired. They need something to do, and they want to help the community. They keep saying, what can I do? What you can do is join this program, learn how to teach others to resolve disputes while you learn yourself. The third one is that if I choose to start a business doing this, it only costs $300 to get an LLC, and you don't need an office, you don't need nothing but a computer and a program. If you say, well, I want to start my business, to going into the schools, to going into the community, going to wherever it is that needs someone to help them learn how to resolve disputes, good, then you can start a business. I mean, there's all kind of things that you can do if you just get off your duff and just listen to what can be done. If I'm looking to retire in 2 years now, and I want to find something that I can do that I enjoy. Obviously, everybody can't stand before a group and teach, but I'm saying those few people who are looking to say it's something I can do other than talk about how bad it is. It's after, oh man, it's so bad. Oh, the world is coming to an end. No, we need to do something. We need to do it. And as I said again, it's cost effective.
Yes.
Okay. So now, in order to be a conflict resolver, I'm going to show you how easy this is. All right. The first thing you have to do if you're going to be a resolver of conflict is yourself, do some self-examination. And Lady Hinton, you heard this before. Lady, what I'm saying is look at yourself. Know who you are. Do some self-examination.
Yes.
Maybe I said the wrong thing. Maybe I said something and I wish I could take it back. And I don't care who you are or where you come from, you have said something you wish you could take it back. You know, these are the kind of things that we have to do. Look at yourself. Did I say something wrong? Did I hurt the person feeling that? Yeah, those are the things that we have to do some self-examination. The second one is being able to exchange position with the other party. In a husband and wife dispute, all right? You can't just stand in your position and not stand in their position. If you understood their position, it might make it easier to resolve whatever dispute. I mean, it's like looking in the mirror.
Yes.
But this stuff is so easy to do until I know you just didn't know how. Nobody ever told you before. But being able to exchange position with the other party and look at it from their perspective will help you resolve disputes. The last one is where we all fail the test. The last one we really fail the test is developing good listening skills.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
You know, most of us hear, but we don't listen. If we really seriously listen to what people are saying, it is no way that you will not be able to resolve a dispute. All right?
Yes.
So I'm saying to you, that's the first lesson. And that's an easy lesson that you have. Number one, you're right, self-examination. Look at yourself because we always point the finger at somebody else. Yes. 2, exchange position with the other side. 2, 3, and develop this wonderful thing called listening skills. Listen, listen, listen. You, for example, when you are in a heated engagement with someone else, you don't never hear anything they say.
That's right.
Because what you're doing, you're preparing your response while they talk. So you don't hear anything they're saying. So I'm saying to you, these are 3 things that I want you to learn first. And I'm going to give you 5, 6 things that we must learn to live with.
Yes.
6 things that we must learn to live with. And it goes back to number 1, the self. We got to learn to live with ourselves. And so many people hate themselves. So many people dislike themselves. But you got to, first of all, learn how to live with you as an individual. Learn how to live when you do something wrong. What do I do? Do I apologize? Do I try to solve this problem? What happened if my wife and I have an argument or whatever the case might be? You know what I mean? What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? I didn't know I offended that person. Look at yourself as opposed to somebody else. And then the number 2 thing that we must learn to do to live with others is learn to live with others.
Yes.
We cannot live in the world alone. We have to learn to live with others at home, at work, at church, in the community, traveling. Learn how to live with other people. And it goes back to the self-examination part. The number 3, we have to acknowledge that every single day is a challenge.
Yes.
When we get up in the morning, we don't know what to expect when we go out the door, or even when we get out of the bed. We have to learn to live with challenges. If I go out there on the street and somebody driving along the way and cut me off and give me a half a peace sign, what do I do? You don't do what most people do. Most people try to get that automobile up there so they can get to the next stop sign and tell them off.
Yes.
Check their thing at them. Not understanding that could be the end of their life, because anybody do anything that's stupid, you know what I mean? They will also have a gun, have something in their car to hurt you. So we got to learn to live with these kind of challenges. Number 4, we got to learn to live with choices, folks. And this is what we have to start to teach young people more than anything in the world. The choices that they make now, and those older people, the choices that you make every single day, all right, is on you. It's not on somebody else. Everybody want to find when something wrong is somebody else's fault. We have to learn to live with the choices that we make, good, bad, or indifferent. But we have to try to learn to make good choices.
Yes.
Have some impact on you in life. Then we got to learn to live with this other phenomenal thing that's happening all over the world, and this changes. So we have to learn to live with change. You know, change is going to come whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not. If I look at the changes that have been made since the day that I remember things, you know what I mean? I could write for 10 days and wouldn't be able to write enough changes. But we have to learn to live with change, and all change is not bad.
Absolutely.
Some change is good. So we have to learn to live with that. The world is going to change, that we're going to change, people are going to change, children are going to change, all these things, and we have to learn to live with. And certainly, the last one has to do, we have to learn to live with conflict.
Oh, wow.
Well, whether we like it or not, no matter where you go and how you go, you're going to have to learn to live with conflict. All right?
Yes.
So I'm just saying to all of you out there that there is a place for you in this society to finally do something about it. And that's the reason I'm saying most programs that you do, it costs money.
Yes.
This is the most insignificant amount of money that you have to spend to learn to do something to help your community. Stop talking about how bad these kids are. All right. Let's look at another side of it. You know what I mean? There are things out there already that can be helpful. I mean, we have to be involved from the political perspective. You know, for example, with all the violence that's going on in the community now, and the one that I read about before, and we're talking about weapons now. That I mean, it is so many weapons that people have in homes, and I keep saying to people, say, well, when's the last time you heard that somebody shot somebody who was breaking in their home, and they got an arsenal in the house? Don't happen, not necessary. So what I'm really saying is that back in Bill Clinton days as a president, he passed a bill saying that it was illegal to make assault weapons. You don't need an automatic weapon to go out and do what as an individual. That was a good bill, and the gun violence dropped significantly during that period of time. But it was only in effect for 10 years. When Bush was elected president, he let it sunset because it was only 10 years. And what we have to do is look at some of the things that have worked in the past. Everything in the past is not bad. Mm-hmm. So we have to learn. You have to learn to live with all these things here. But most of all, it is so significant that we look at some of the things that happen. Can you believe that when he was president, that the gun violence went down? We have to look at what happened in schools. In schools, you know, they said, well, there's certain things that you cannot do in school. We have to look at some of that change that you say you cannot do in schools. I will guarantee you right now that every teacher that teaches in the classroom, some of these people have gone out and killed somebody, they could recognize them at that point in time. They could recognize it. I don't say go and arrest a person, but I know we should look at those persons a little bit closer than we look at somebody else, you know. So we have to look at how do we address this thing holistically than just us, just with the government. Well, the president should do this. Well, the Congress should do this. This is something that we can do. Mm-hmm. We can do. If you're sincere about wanting to do something to help the community, help the world, help everybody else, learn how to do it, to teach others.
Yes.
You're not going to save the world, but you'll save some of the people. I'm sorry, I talked. Questions?
There are some questions about when the training will take place. And let's see, who can attend?
What's that?
Who can attend and when the training will take place, of the course or the program? Those are some of the questions we have.
Well, it will take place when we get, if at a certain place you get 25 to 30 people. We're not going to come for 9 to 10 people, okay? But say 20 or 25 people, 30 people, something like that. Can you imagine if you get 30 people trained to do this? And when sometimes people come and doing this, well, I can't do this. But if we get 15 to 20 of them that will take the time to go do this in their church, to go do this in their community, to go do this in their school system. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
From my perspective, it is so easy because I do this all the time. It's not always about money. And if we wait, say how much money we got, we ain't gonna never do anything. But when people see you doing something that makes sense, the money will come. Believe me when I tell you.
Yes.
It will come in. But you can't sit at home and wait till you get the money first and you haven't tried anything. When people see that what you're doing is working effectively, it's helping people, it's helping the community, it's reducing crime, it's reducing violence, it's reducing suspensions in schools and all these things. You know, that's what we have to do.
Okay. We have another question. They want to know when the trainer is trained, is he responsible to go out and set up the program with others? How does it work? They want to
Yes,
know.
here's what I'm saying. The most important thing about anything that you're trying to, especially things that's good, how to promote. That's why I want to personally thank you, because marketing becomes the key thing to do. If you
Yes.
have a program and you train for a program and don't nobody know about it, how do
That's
we
it.
get it out to the community that is
Yes.
available?
Yes.
We got all these community centers around that's empty. We got all these churches are empty all during the week. You know what I mean? All these things are not being used. You don't have to go and rent a place to do it. I am sure that community centers would love to have something to put on paper to say they're doing for the rent that they charge. Okay,
Yes.
and that's what we have to work on and find the right people to help us figure out how to market this out to people. Now that's where it might come in with money. Say, if you need to go,
Yes.
if I was able to get on television and talk about this program nationwide, I probably could not afford to do all of the work that need to be done. But what has happened is when we market it right, if you want to say, let's market the church members first. Let's market the school first. Let's do this and do it on a small scale until you learn. Because once you receive training, doesn't mean that you can go out. It means that it's going to be trial and error. That you
Oh,
have to go
yes.
out yourself and do this, and then say, hey, this is what happened. What I do. I'm going to be here. I'm not going to disappear. And what should I do? Or what should I have done? Or we had a dispute in the classroom that we couldn't solve. So I'm saying there are all kind of things, but we need to come up with the marketing program, and then don't over market where we get too much work that we can't do. So
Yes. Yes, your capacity you can't handle. Yes. And so, so yeah, that's what they wanted to know. I'm trying to see if there's any other questions up here. You already addressed who can absolutely be trained and who can attend. That's a question. Um, and when you say volunteer, why do you say volunteer train the trainer? What are you saying? Just give your service uh, and just reach out into your community
yeah,
to
yes,
train. But you have to be trained first. That's what
yeah,
you're saying.
you have to be trained
You got
first.
to be trained first.
Yeah, because the reason I'm saying we have to be trained first, there are a few colleges and universities
Mhm.
who teach have programs that have to do with conflict resolution and so on. And so you have to be really trained to do it first before you go in a place. And my problem is nobody that I know of, I don't watch but 2 or 3 channels on television, see the news, is talking about training people on how to resolve conflict,
Yes.
are teaching people how to resolve conflict, even in the schools. I mean, when you go to the schools, sometimes the teachers, in most cases, in many cases, not all, they don't want an outsider coming in because it might infringe upon someone else's job or duties
Yes.
or responsibilities. And you become a threat to the people that's inside. So I'm saying there's nothing that doesn't have some obstacles in the way in terms of getting there. There's
Yeah.
some people say, well, oh, we have a program for that already. Oh, we had this last year. Oh, we had that other year. Instead of saying, yes, I want to work. I want to help these children. I want to do that. And like I say, the key thing too with children is that we have to find a way to teach the parents this stuff.
Oh, yes.
You follow what I'm saying? So they know
Yes.
what it is too. Yeah, it's a big job out there, and it's something that if we don't do it, we're gonna keep filling the jails up for people to make money and have jobs. The
Absolutely.
same kind of program should also be implemented in the jail. Do you know that the jail is worse than any street corner in the world? They kill
Yes.
people. They kill people in jail. They stab people. They do all these things in jail. The jail is like another city within a city, but
Yes.
so I'm saying we don't do nothing to prepare people getting out of jail. How do you not doing the same thing again? How do you learn what's the lesson that you learn in jail? They should not be calling this a correctional system. It should be an incorrectional system
Mm.
because they don't. So most of the folks that go to jail come out worse than when they went in. So I'm saying it's so much work to do, and so few people willing to do it. Then that's our problem.
Absolutely. Dr. Hez, tell the audience why this works. This is not something that you just today came up with. This is your life's work. This is your journey. You have so many success stories. Tell our community, our viewers, our listeners why this works.
I want to tell you why this worked. First of all, I didn't tell you what I did. I'm a former federal mediator, mediated disputes all over the country, all in the country, out of the country, and every place else. I even resolved disputes at the United Nations when they couldn't resolve any.
Wow.
That is part of what I do. I'm the former chairman of the New York State Mediation Board, where I had offices in all the cities in the state of New York under Governor Mario Cuomo.
Wow.
I'm the former chairman of the Nassau County PERD Board. I taught at Cornell University and developed a program, a dispute resolution certificate program. And we had students from all over the world who attended my program at Cornell University. Developed a dispute resolution program, taught at Empire State College. I served as director of labor management programs at Cornell University, Remerson Labor Management. So what I had in my responsibility was take this kind of program to the labor management community. Do you know that when I left the university to become the chairman of the New York State Mediation Board, they didn't fill my job. They said, "Hez, we know you were coming back," because my department made more money than any department at the university. So I'm saying because the labor management, the union and management, they had money and they were willing to pay for this.
Mm-hmm.
And we started at that. Now, to go on to the business side of it, when I left university, I started my own, what I always wanted was a family-owned and operated business. It consisted of myself, my son, my wife, and my daughter. And our largest contract was $2.2 million. Now, I don't have any of that money now, so don't call me wanting a loan. I don't have anything. But we were able to get that kind of a contract from the Consolidated Edison in New York. How we were charged with training, they had 14,000 employees, and we were charged with training all of them. So I'm saying there's also that volunteer side, and also there's that money side of where you can make money. When people see you operate and they think you know what you're doing, they're willing to pay for it at that point in time.
Yeah.
But we never get a chance to do a commercial. So I'm saying to you, I would like to see people join what we're doing, try it out. You can't lose anything because you don't have anything. And see if you can do what you want to do with it. If you want to volunteer for the next 20 years, fine. If you want to start a business in 6 months to a year, start the business. Or if you just want to have something that you want to do to help our people.
Yes.
And this is not just limited to our community. We open this up to everybody, other communities,
Yes.
So it's there, and that is the reason. But the most important thing is the only one who can save us is us.
Yes.
Only
Absolutely.
one. Mm-hmm.
Someone here wants to know what contact information should they have in order to find out more about the program or attend the program.
Okay, my number is 516-815-8679. My email address is HEZ38@AOL.com. Or you can get me at hezekiahbrown1@gmail.com. So that's all you got to do. Let's talk and let's see, because I want people who say, okay, fine, I have 30 people and they want to join the training. I can't do that. I got 30 people and they want to join the training. Can you imagine what that multiplies into if you get 30 people doing this? And like I said, only half of them do it. We can save some lives. We can save some people. We can save some marriages.
That is absolutely awesome. Like you said, we're living in this environment and it is at times very hostile, and people don't have the tools. This is your time, listeners and viewers, to get tools in order to, calm the sea and calm conflicts and help people to address their issues. Some people don't know what to do. They have been affected by so many things in our environment, things that we haven't experienced, just like with COVID. This is something that we never experienced before. And you have a lot of people that have come out of it, very, very
Rich.
mad. They've been mad, they've been hostile, they've been disenfranchised. They just don't know what to do with themselves. They're trying to adjust. And so this is a way of training those who are able to help those get through some of the things that they're experiencing. Like I said, some of them don't have the skills. This will give you skills so we can have a better place to raise our children, our children's children, and we can have a better world to live in.
Lady Hinton, let me say this. Some of these things are so small and insignificant. And when I talk about this, I use it myself. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
And the small things. A lot of times when you sitting waiting with your blinker on for a car or something like that, you know what I mean? And then somebody is shooting in front of you, right? And then what do you want to do? I've seen people pull off their shoes and start to fight, and people have died over a parking spot. So yesterday, I went to the Veteran Administration, and I did the same thing, the American thing. I sit there with my blinker on, waiting on somebody to pull out. As soon as they pull out, this little guy pull in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he pulled in, guess what happened? Somebody else pulled out. I got a parking spot, was parked before he was. That's the psychology. You don't need to get out and fight somebody about a parking spot. That's not your parking spot. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's no sign saying in order to preserve a parking spot, you cut your blinker on. That is some silly person, and that same silly person will get out of that car and kill you over a parking spot.
Yes.
And I'll tell you this. If you do what I'm suggesting you do, don't get angry. Don't get upset. Go find another parking spot. And 90% when you get out of the store to check out, you will be in front of them.
Just something that's simple. That's right. Just
so simple. Yeah.
Absolutely. Another question I wanted to ask you. In the training, will it be role play? Will you have, real situations where people can see themselves as they, as you train them? Will they be able to role play in these trainings?
Well, let me tell you this. And this is a forever learning process. The last class that I taught, because I give them an evaluation, everybody wanted more role play.
Oh, wow.
Because adults don't learn by you lecturing to them. They learn by role play.
Yes.
So I am putting together a whole litany of role plays for people so they can participate and they can talk and they can interchange with each other. That's what I learned at my old age now. People, adults, when children, you can lecture them all day because they get used to that in school.
Yeah.
But with adults, you got to have role. And you know what? It's fun.
Yes.
Our role plays. We learn to laugh at each other. But the role play is a key part of this whole thing. That's what they learn better from.
I like the idea of you saying the little things, and that's what gets a lot of people in a lot of trouble. A lot of little things. Oh, I'm at the cash register and I made a mistake and bumped your cart, or I'm at the cash register first. I was here first, and it causes something that doesn't have to be so big. It doesn't have to end up in court. The little things, like you said, the little foxes that spoil, the little foxes can be dealt with. And in this training, in this program, this is a lot of what you address. And I see that you're going to address it, in, how we live daily and what we do on a daily basis. And I just want to encourage again the listeners and viewers to get the contact information and start contacting Dr. Brown so we can get these classes started. Dr. Hez, can you give that information again, that contact information?
Yes, my telephone number is 516-815-8679. My email address is HEZ38 at AOL.com. My second number is Hezekiah, HEZEKIAH, Hezekiah Brown 1 at gmail.com.
Yes. Dr. Hez, can you give us one of your success stories, something that stands out and you're like, wow, I was blessed to make this happen?
Well, I can tell you this, that uh, in my lifetime, I've been involved in resolving over 5,000
Ooh,
disputes. I would put my record up against anybody in terms of resolving disputes. I've been involved in disputes that lasted 13 weeks, 6 months, all this period of time, still seeking a solution. But I guess one of the most gratifying disputes that I've been involved in had to do with UPS in New York. UPS and that union, and they was on strike for 13 weeks, and we were able to get that resolved. But what happened is they were talking about closing down UPS in the city of New York. All right. And
yes.
that would have affected so many people because New York is so huge until people didn't have large offices. They had small places. So you could get next day delivery to that small place, but you couldn't get it anyplace else. But we saved thousands of jobs and locations in resolving that dispute. Everybody was involved, from the president to the mayor to the senators, the congressmen, and everybody else. So that was
Yes.
one of the most gratifying disputes that I ever resolved. That itself.
That
Yeah.
is, yes, absolutely uh, genius. Um, how will it play out, the training? Will it be a 5 week, 2 week, 1 month? How will the training
So,
play out?
no, I think like everything else it is. I'm looking now at 2 days. All right. And then in the back of my mind, I know that's probably not enough time, but I wanted to do the 2 days as a trial to see
Ah,
if that's
yes.
enough time. Yeah, I like to do that.
Oh,
Right.
that is marvelous. Yeah, so you all that are interested, I know I'm interested. I really love the idea of, training to help, bring information and, kind of calm down some of this chaos. I know everybody notices some of the things that are going on. And so, to be a part of that and be able to bring that in the community. Dr. Brown, I work with young men and women achieving success program. I'm in the community a lot through my program and initiative, anti-bullying, our community against bullying, a call to action now. I really would love to have the opportunity to train to really bring forth, fruit, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to bring forth others that are going to go out to teach others, to train others, giving this information. We're not going to bury this light under a bushel, this information under a bushel. We're going to market it, like you said, market it out and let people know these are tools that's going to help you to be a better person, to help our community, help others, give tools to our children, and make this world a better place. So definitely looking forward to this program. You all, please make sure you reach out. Dr. Hez is also on social media, and you can take his numbers and you can and his email address, and let him know. Look, the time is now. The time is now to get this done, and let's not wait, procrastinate, or just forget about it. Let's see the importance of bringing people together in a better way. So, Dr. Brown, I want to say thank you to you all. I'm gonna give to you, and I want to give you the floor for the last say, what you want us to do, and what needs can we feel fulfill for you? What things are needed?
Yeah, what things are really needed is that we plant the seed, all right? And I'm not looking exactly for all old people or adults. I am also looking for young people who are progressive
Yes.
and who want to start a business and see this is a way of making money. And I just showed you how you could make money doing this. In our company, we made a lot of money doing this because not only that, but the word gets around from place to place, and so we did it. So, but more than anything else, stop being part of the finger pointing group.
Ooh,
The finger pointing group is always telling you what's wrong, always telling you what's wrong. When you ask them to do something about it, they close shop and go home.
wow.
This is something that we can participate in. And we're not asking you to pay a fee to join. We're asking you for your time to join, but only if you believe that this will make a difference. Now, if you guessing as to whether or not this will make a difference, don't bother us.
Yes.
But if you believe that if we are able to train people, give them some skills on how to resolve disputes at home, at work, at play, in the community, and every place else, on vacation,
Yes.
if you
Yes.
believe that, you know what I mean, then you can be an important part of this. But if you think that well, I just want to do this because I want to start a business, no, it's not going. You got in your heart that got to have the compassion for wanting to help not only your community, but can you imagine if we can do this and replicate it across the country, what that will be and how
Yes.
much it will be? Yeah, it is just so much you can get. Because my problem is this, God gave me the gift to do this. And when
Yes.
God gives you a gift to do it, you can't always to get paid to do it. You know what I mean? It pays off someplace else.
Yes.
So I'm saying that if you're really interested in doing this, you get your 25 to 30 people together and give us a call. Say, look, I got 25, 30 people. This is where we can do it at. Come, let's go get it. All right. That's
Oh,
all. That's all you have to do. And hopefully somebody will say, well, wait a minute. This is too hard. Yeah, if it's easy, anybody could do it.
yes.
It is hard. Yes.
Absolutely. I want to say thank you so much for being on. My hat's off to you, and thank you for all that you do. You all, please make sure you get the information. Again, in a few seconds, we're going to get that information from Dr. Hez. We want to make sure you get it, make sure you respond promptly. Please do not procrastinate. Dr. Hez wants to get this program up and popping. And so, thank you so much again for being on. Give us that contact information one more time.
Yeah. My number is 516-815-8679. My email address is hez38 at AOL.com. And Hezekiah, HEZEKIAH, Hezekiah1 at gmail.com.
Absolutely. We want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Brown. Look forward to the program and just continuing to put information out Anything that I can do or we can do here at FYI, let me know. And let's get this thing moving.
Okay, well, only thing we would want to do is, well, once we get the first 25 or 30 people together, you're going to be the first one to know about it so we can talk about it.
All right, then.
All right.
God bless you, then. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
All right. Happy 4th to everybody.
Yes. Enjoy your holiday.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for permitting me to be on your program. I appreciate you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
So we just want to say thank you all for your patience. And this is a new program. It's Conflict Resolution Trainer program. Dr. Hezekiah Brown. This is not his first time at the rodeo. This is his journey, his life's work, along with others in his association. And this is something that is really needed. Let's keep it real now. Let's keep it real. Look at around at the environment, look around at social media, look at around, in your communities and see that there's a need for us to learn how to get along better. Resolving issues the wrong way, we see it too much. And so, for that reason alone, we need to make sure we embrace a program like this and make sure we are keeping our families and friends and relatives and associates in mind uh, when you see that the need is there. There's a need for it. Is there a cause? Oh my goodness, there is a cause. Is there a need? Oh my goodness, yes. This is not something cute. This is something that's needed because sometimes we are in a hostile environment wherein, we don't know what to do. We don't have the tools. You have people approaching you and kind of, nitpicking, and you're like, wait a minute now. If you're on social media, people are nitpicking and saying all kind of things. You could be in the schools, you can be in the church. It don't matter where it is. There is a need for us to learn how to get along better. The Bible says, as much as lieth within you, try to get along with folk. But again, some people don't have the tools. Some people need to be taught how to get along with others. They have to know when things are inappropriate, when you're crossing the line, when overstepping people's boundaries, when you're taking little things and just making it big. It's a little teeny thing, and you make it so big, and it causes so many problems, and so many people end up in the wrong place, wrong situation, because somebody does not know how to control themselves. So in this program, he says you're going to learn how to negotiate, mediate. Arbitration is a part of this fact finding, and it says learn how to address anger management issues, the power of apology and forgiveness, the importance of showing compassion, and how and when to apologize. This is a very important program. Dr. Brown needs participants. You all should get in touch with him right now. The number is 516-815-8679. Please do not procrastinate. Let them know, look, this is something that I've been thinking about, Doc. This is something that I need help with, Doc. This is something I see in my school. This is something that I see, when I go to church, you get those cliques and folk that just kind of like, we're seeing this stuff in real time on social media, how people are behaving. And it's causing problems in our communities, in our world, in our homes. So listen, get that information. Again, you can call them at 516-815-8679 and let them know, listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to get it right, and I'm ready to help others to get it right. So look, you all be blessed. The 4th of July is coming up. the ladies got to go on vacation. The girl got to go on vacation. So I'm gonna take this time. You will probably not see me on FYI Morning Show on Friday, but I will pop up on social media somewhere to say hello or show you where, not where I am, but what I'm enjoying at the time. So we're going to look forward to seeing you on Monday. We want you to have a wonderful 4th of July. Stay safe. Keep your attitude in check. Think about the show and think about what the message that Dr. Brown is trying to convey to you all. There is a need, there is a cause, and we want you all to be seriously thinking about it as you go on vacation or as you go to church or as you go to the office. Please keep the message of Dr. Hez Brown in mind. So look, I'm going to see y'all. Look, there's so many of you all are on. Let me shout out a few people at least, man. Um, Avery, good morning. Isaac, hello. Astro Boy, hey. Isaiah, the GOAT is up here. WR_Y. Let's see. Janet, hello. The Queen, how are you? Luma, Tony. Let's see. Is that, I don't know. I can't see that too well. That one, RN. I believe that's what I see. Gabby. FATG, hi. Let me see. Brendan, I think that's the name. Lily, hello. Jackson, what's going on? Let's see. Easy. Some of these names are nice. Miss Lady, hello. That girl, hi. Karen, oh, we got so many. Jack, Ethan, Bank, Baxtertown, I believe that's it. I'm not sure. Nap, NAPP. Ronnie, hi. George, what's going on? Miguel, what's going on? Phyllis, hi. Let's see. Some of these names, let's see. Ben Boat, Dillard, Cindy Dillard, hello. It's just so many of you all on. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. I haven't even gotten over to the other platforms that say hello. Right here, over here on TikTok, it's hundreds and hundreds of you all. Pink, what's going on? Let's see. Faraz, Jessica, Juan, Charles, CNN. CNN always visits us. Thank you, CNN, for popping on. Thank you so much for supporting our content. Gabby, again, Funny, Anthony, just so many of you. Look, make sure you say something in the chat and I'll make sure I respond later. If you all are over on Facebook, Sheila Robbins, anybody over there, make sure you all say something in the chat so I can show you some love and say thank you for joining me on today. Instagram is here as well. You all do the same. Make sure you all put something in the chat. Let me know that you're supporting FYI Morning Show and host Yolanda Hinton. Twitter is here. Everybody's here. LinkedIn. Of course, make sure you all say something to us as well. If you have any questions for Hezekiah Brown, Dr. Brown, you can still put it in the chat. I'll make sure he gets those questions. If you want to take a sneak peek of what's going on and ask him some things ahead of time, you can give him a call and you can get your questions answered. In the meantime, be blessed. I will see you all on Monday for Monday Sports Talk. I think we have a guest for Monday evening. And if we do, I will make that announcement for you. So be blessed. I'm going, look, my vacation just started just a second, right after I did finish introducing the show. My vacation started. So I'm really glad to be able to, take some time for myself and enjoy. Look, I forgot. Our sponsors, don't forget to go to www.bulvickacademy.com. That's BULVIC academy.com. It's an anti-bullying initiative over there. A blog is over there, books over there, game. And soon, of course, for our young kids, will be there for you all. Also, beardgods.com, www.beard, B-E-A-R-D, gods, Godz.com. You want your fella to look good, your boo, your husband, your baby dad, your baby daddy, or whoever you in love with, your husband. They are great products. There are shampoos, there's conditioners, there's balms, there's all kind of combs and what do you call it? Vitamins and oils and sheens, all kind of things for you men. Chris Hinton is the owner, and don't forget to say that you heard it from FYI Radio Show. So again, www.beardgods, B-E-A-R-D gods.com, Godc. So look, this has been a wonderful, wonderful show. Thank you again to our very special guest, Dr. Hezekiah. So we'll see you now. You all have a blessed day. We're going to say goodbye first to our friends over here uh, here we go. Let's see. Woo. Denise, what's going on? Jesse, Miss D, Liam, Liam, Birdman, hi Dwayne, what's going on? Jules, hi Brian, Callie, is it Lena? Lyna, Nico, soon reach fit 5, Beer Boo 22, Marisha, I think that's it, Antonio, Iraq, let's see, Byron, Ayla, so many of you all. I hope my friend Sheila Robbins is there. Sheila Robbins is there. Whoever else is there, family members, friends, kids, grandson, if you all are there, I just want to say hi to you all. Be blessed. She's on vacation. I will see you all on Monday. But look, I'm going to pop up. So make sure you all check me out throughout the holidays. And I'll be sure to see you all back here on Monday. All right, TikTok. See you later. Bye.